This is another interesting question. Somebody asking me, why do I learn self-defense? Now, some of you see me wearing this because Christmas started coming up and I haven't got enough time to dressing up. Although I just into, as you know, wearing all the martial art clothes and promotion. I never got a chance to. I buy this when I'm in Vietnam. You know, it looked very nice, and I haven't bloody wearing since. You know, haven't got much chance to go out at all. You know, so. This is why you see me wearing this, a little bit different, a little bit more of like oriental stuff, you know. But let's get back to the question. Some of you are asking me this question here. Why do I choose self-defense? And why is self-defense? Now, really and truthfully, I didn't choose self-defense. Self-defense chose me. The problem is like this. As you read through my story, you know, when I'm young, I'm getting beat up, I'm getting bullied, and all sort of problem. I got no choice but learn to defend myself. This is the thing. I got no choice but learn to defend myself. And because I got to learn to defend myself, I need to find a way to how to helping me. Because if you know, many people don't really understand martial art. People like put label into different things like Wing Chun, Tai Chi, Jeet Kune Do, karate, Jiu-Jitsu, whatever. Yeah, this doesn't really matter. The matter really comes down to it is you. Okay, what fit you? So I didn't know what name of the martial. I just need to know that human being we got two hands and two legs, okay? And we have the mouth, and we have the head, and we have the body. So things have to be functional. You either kick, punch, or throw. Okay, my master talked to me about this when I'm start to learning. He said, 3 things you need to learn to understanding, okay? Punching, kicking, knee, okay, so using hand and leg, and then throw, okay, slam them down the ground, and then you can repeat again, hand or leg coming in to deal with it. So that's 3 things that you need to learn. And self-defense, it doesn't matter. Whatever self-defense is, it need to be work for you. Okay, that's what is it. So when I learn self-defense, really and truthfully, it's quite a chaos when I use it. A lot of time, very hardly I'm using the hand. You know, very hardly using hand because in that situation, I always arm. Okay, either weapon like knife, gun, or something sharp, okay, something sharp or pointed, okay, that's what I use most of the time. I don't use really hand because in that time when I'm going out, hand is no use because when you're going to punch somebody, so many things happen because you might break in your fist, okay, then it's difficult for you to go and do things because you need to get away, you need to grab hold of things, you need to get things. It's very difficult. So punching is out the window. So mainly knife or stick or certain things that I get hold of easier to use with a hand, okay? So self-defense that I chose to use is close quarter. They like Wing Chun side, close quarter movement because a lot of time it happens very close. Most of the time, that's why teaching a lot. Got problem people, keep your hand out, no problem, keep them out of the way, keep them out of the way, and then and then dealing with them. Keep out of the way, bang, come in, bam, and then using the knife, for instance, cut or stick, for instance, or certain thing, because you want to keep them out of the way. So we're using the Wing Chun side on it, and we're also using the mindset of the KT3. KT3 is called a Kung Fu tactic, using the tactical training to helping you, because we are in war, okay? As much as you like it or not, when you engage with somebody, you got a problem, you are in war. You know, you got a problem with somebody, it's war time. It's sort of like very chaos, it's hostile. You don't know what's going on. As you're dealing with him, you got somebody behind you. As you're dealing with him, you got somebody here. So it's so many things going on. It's very, very dynamic, okay? Because when I'm small, when I go out and doing stuff, it's when you punch somebody behind you. Okay, they grab hold of you, or there's somebody going out there just try to run to hit you, or they try to take your leg down, or they put a baseball bat in your head. It's so many things. So not just about hitting and then you're filming. You need to bang, get rid of them, and then you need to quickly look. Yeah, you got another one. Have them come here. You got to quickly look, and that's why a lot of time when we're training a lot, our movement always very low because that way it's difficult for them to get hold of you, and also difficult for them to throw you down the floor because you got less to travel. If you're going down, you're not going to break your face, or you go backward, you're not going to break your neck, and all sort of things like that. So So when I'm doing this kind of training, we're using a lot of this in a real life, a lot of this kind of self-defense in real life to see it work. But like I mentioned before, we don't using hand, mainly using object, because every time, especially when we're dealing with triad, gangster and stuff like that, hand is not really, it's no good. You sit in a restaurant, have someone to talk to somebody, are you okay today? Got a problem with me? And then next thing you know, you see the teapot there and boom, on the head straight away. Okay? You talk to them and say, you okay? Any problem? No problem. And then Chinese people, they love to drink beer. Sometimes they drink a lot of beer wine, bottle wham to your head straight away, boom, and that's it. It's all over the place like this. So the movement and thing you're learning is have to be aware. That's why it's called Kung Fu tactic, aware what's going on. So in the self-defense side, we're using a lot of this onto the Wing Chun close quarter side, because that's you need to get close. A lot of time you need to search them. They have mostly got weapon. You need to search them to make sure they don't cover anything, because soon you hit them, you turn around, they pull a knife out, then they start stopping you. It happened to so many of my colleagues, my friends and stuff like that. So it's a nightmare. So why self-defense? Self-defense is one thing you learn to go self-defense. You learn to defend yourself. You learn to look after yourself. You need to learn to make sure that self-defense is the way, like when my master talk about things, I talk about on my book, the way you do anything is the way you do everything. Everything, it have to be able to defend you first. Keep things away. So you got to be able to understanding this basic concept. If you understand this basic concept, then your safety, you must come first. Everything else will come second. So when you engage with anything, now when I engage anything, I always think about my safety. I don't think about my enemy's safety. I don't give a monkey about my enemy. Okay, I don't give a monkey about them. What they're doing, I don't care. Because I always think for the worst thing can happen. What are you gonna do to me? What this moron, this moron gonna do to me? What are you gonna do to me? When you look at somebody's eye and you look at them stare at you, because most of them, they've been drinking too much, they're in alcohol too much, they've been on drug, all sort of things there. What they're gonna do? Soon you say something wrong, something that triggers them, they start getting angry. They start to try to get your hand ready, and that's anything you grab hold of that will start to chuck at you, slap you with it. It's all sort of thing can happen. So the idea is need to be monitored. Keep an eye and keep your movement in line so you can able to deal with the situation when it's right to you. You got to be able to monitor, to know what's going on, to see and how you use them. Okay, so that's what is it on self-defense side. So it's not just about doing the movement. Doing the movement is learning to get your body, to understand. When you understand the movement of it, you need to make it dynamic. Dynamic meaning is situation awareness. Situation come up. How I can use this movement here? How I can do what I'm doing? How can I use it? So this is what you need to apply them in. So that's what is it onto the self-defense side. But I'm using onto the self-defense, like if you read a book called The Event Change Everything, it talk a lot about that into the self-defense, the mindset, the principle. Know yourself, know your enemy, know your ability, and know your surrounding. This is the basic concept to helping you to learn. So self-defense is just not defend yourself somebody. Defend yourself by, nowadays, the world with chaos. You need to defend yourself by things you put in your mouth. The atmosphere, the people saying things, the mental thing, like people talking, the information. You need to learn how to defend everything. Defending yourself to don't corrupt your system, okay? Not just about martial art. Martial art is just less of what's really going on. Really what's going on is a lot of time they be understand the people, okay? And the thing you do every day, because you don't look after yourself, nothing will work, okay? Nothing to work, because when you get in that situation, it's very difficult for you to respond. Okay, so that's what is it on self-defense side. Hopefully, I answered the question and helping you to understand. This is a freaking long, It's a long one, but yeah, that's what is it. And any question, anything you want to ask me below here, and I will be here to answer all the questions you want to ask me about, okay, onto the self-defense, on everything else. If some of you want to know more about all the bits and pieces, then read a book on the Event Change Everything, okay, it's on Amazon, or you're going to go to a website and start doing something. Okay, start to do something, start to learn to understand it, because a lot of time it's all about you. You have to do it. It doesn't matter what name or what martial art is it. As long as you can wield them and use them, everything will work for you. Okay, that's all there is to it. Okay, so spend some time on it, play around with it and understand it. And every question, comment below here, and I will be here to answer all the questions that you need. Master Wong here. I'll speak to you on to the next question.